Hedera Hashgraph is gearing up for a potential 50 to 100% move to the upside, and here is the reason why. We're looking at Hedera Hashgraph on the weekly chart as it has cleared an extremely important level, and that would be about 9 cents even. As you can see here, if I zoom in on this weekly candle, we blew right through this resistance zone that's held for quite a long time since May of 2022. We did wick up here back in August. We got rejected in February of 2023. And then we also more recently got rejected in December of last year, 2023. Now, what are the targets we're looking at? If Hedera, A, needs to close this weekly candle above this 9-cent level, and B, what's the price actually going to look like? Is it going to build support on top, or is it going to be a straight shot to this resistance area here, which is between 16.2 and 20.4 cents? Now, if we get to the lower bound, we're looking at about a 60% move to the upside. And if we get to the top bound here, we're looking at a 2x and potentially over the next 3 to 6 months. And now, what is driving the price action for Hedera? Well, it's a lot of things, but mainly the narratives that are finally starting to take shape for Hedera, the Hedera Council, and for the HBAR token. We're going to start here with Hedera Network approves $408 million of HBAR for ecosystem growth. The Hedera Global Governing Council, which oversees the Hedera Network, has approved allocating over 4.8 billion tokens worth roughly $408 million for further development and advanced decentralized governance. The council said the lion's share of the funds will be directed towards existing initiatives, including the HBAR Foundation, the Hashgraph Association, and the DLT Science Foundation. So they're keeping a lot of the money in-house, it seems, and bolstering the growth of the Hedera ecosystem. In addition to supporting ecosystem growth, over 600 million HBAR tokens will be used for the council's operational costs and to compensate early simple agreements for future token buyers. Then we have this piece of news, right? Integration and interoperability is a big thing. Hedera Wallet Snap goes live, connecting the Hedera network with MetaMask's 30 million monthly active users. MetaMask Snaps, which is an innovative plugin that provides access to MetaMask's 30 million monthly active users, is now available on Hedera. The newly launched Hedera Wallet Snap enhances the overall user experience while streamlining processes for developers who can now seamlessly integrate Hedera's functionality into MetaMask-based applications. This is from Shane Higdon, the co-founder and CEO of HBAR Foundation, said, quote, "Pivotal as it is, this is just a first step for the Hedera Wallet Snap, with more features and functionality due to be announced later. Today's news is an important advancement for Hedera's interoperability. The fragmented world of cryptocurrency and blockchain is finally starting to close, and Hedera is looking to close that for themselves as well." We have this piece of news. WiseKey and the Hashgraph Association unveiled groundbreaking tokenization initiative for WiseArt during Davos of 2024. WiseKey International, which is a leader in cybersecurity, digital identity, and IoT solutions, and the Hashgraph Association, which is a nonprofit behind Hedera Hashgraph, are thrilled to announce a groundbreaking collab during the Davos 2024 event. This joint initiative focuses on the legal and regulatory compliant tokenization of art assets and equity shares of the WiseArt subsidiary WiseKey. The centerpiece of WiseArt is the marketplace built to redefine the way art is bought and sold, bringing transparency, security, authenticity, legal certainty, and fractional ownership to the forefront of global art world. Now, we know global art and fine art in general is a massive, massive sector, and Hedera is looking to bring that to the masses through tokenization and, of course, through this partnership with WiseKey. And then we have this, a potentially even bigger piece of news. Hedera secures $250 million deal with Saudi Ministry of Investment for Web3 and deep tech development. Hedera has secured a 5-year, $250 million partnership agreement with the Ministry of Investment in Saudi Arabia. They've established a deep tech venture studio. This initiative aims to support local Saudi and international companies in developing innovative technological solutions. Saudi media outlet leaders reported that the partnership seeks to empower companies to develop innovative solutions across various sectors, utilizing advanced technologies such as AI, blockchain, robotics, IoT, virtual reality, and quantum computing. So this is the beauty of crypto is it is global, right? And although the United States is the largest financial and capital markets in the world, other emerging countries like Saudi Arabia are at the forefront and are at this moment more receptive to something like cryptocurrency and blockchain. And Hedera is doing a great job of targeting those sectors and niches and countries as well. And then we have this, right? So Hedera is mainly known for enterprise. You think Hedera, you think their governing council, you think Boeing, Google, right? Now you can add Mondelez to it, right? Who is Mondelez? Now, Mondelez joins Hedera Council to accelerate DLT adoption, digital transformation, and improved business efficiencies. You might not know who Mondelez is, but you've probably heard of or enjoyed Oreos, Ritz crackers, Cliff bars, and of course, my personal favorite, the Cadbury chocolates. So this is a massive food giant with these brand names behind it, and of course, Toblerone as well. The company has operations in more than 80 countries, employing approximately 91,000 employees across its factories, offices, R&D facilities, and distribution worldwide. So again, enterprises, they're continuing to onboard just absolute giants in the world of traditional finance and business. They're bringing them into the Hedera Governing Council. They're helping them push Hedera and the blockchain forward. And then we have a couple of headlines I want to share, and we'll talk about what Hedera is doing on the enterprise side. So Wall Street institutions push for alterations in crypto regulatory guidelines. Banks are doing this as well. They wrote a letter to the SEC saying, hey, we're seeing how much money has flowed in to the Bitcoin ETF through Bitcoin via the ETF. We know there's an appetite for cryptocurrency and what it does, and we want to be a part of that. And these are large institutions and enterprises. And then we have this from NASDAQ.com. The stage is set for institutional adoption of cryptocurrency. And as mentioned, Hedera essentially leads the way. You can see here from their website, this is all of the enterprise application, just pages upon pages of application from enterprises that are building on the Hedera network. And I will go ahead and drop the link to this in the description of this video so you can go more in depth and detail as you please. As far as roadmap, now here is something I highlighted. So these are prioritized for development for HBAR going into 2024. The big one here is token association improvements, enhancements to streamline the process for users associating tokens with their accounts to support their retail user and business user experience. They're looking to onboard millions, potentially billions of new users, clients, enterprises, and they're trying to break those barriers to entry down, making it more practical and easy to use, which is key to mass adoption. We take a look at from a metric standpoint, Hedera is currently sitting at 131.05 million in TVL, but you can see here just an absolute moonshot going from about 80 million, almost doubling in the span of less than a week. Almost doubling in the span of less than a week. So a week ago, we were at about 80 million in TVL, and a lot of that is due to Saucer Swap, and it has breached over 120 million in TVL. What does this tell you? Well, Saucer Swap is a DEX. People are using the DEX on the Hedera network. The ecosystem is growing. We take a look here. This is over the last year, over 37 billion transactions with an average TPS of 1,180. So over 1,180 transactions per second on average. These are not hypothetical numbers saying we can do up to. This is what it has averaged over the last year. Truly, truly impressive, with a max TPS coming in at 11,624. Now, I will also link this website in the description of this video as well. So if you like to look for on-chain metrics and you want to dig a little deeper into this, you can go ahead and look. And the other thing I want to highlight before I move on from this is the average create to consensus time, which is essentially time to finality, 4.67 seconds. And again, this is real time. What is happening? Not hypothesizing what we could potentially do. This is what they're actually doing. So truly impressive with Hedera Hashgraph. Taking a look at previous historical price movement of Hedera Hashgraph. Take a look here. Coming out of 2020, Hedera has had multiple months of over 100% gains. Back in January of 2021, over 155%. In March of the same year, 214%, 30%, 20%. So Hedera, when it moves, it gets moving. If we go back to the Hedera chart, we'll take a look at what was the all-time high for Hedera. If we do not count this wick up here, we're looking at about 44 cents. Can Hedera potentially 10x from 44 cents to $4.40? I believe it can, but it has to continue to onboard the enterprises. We know a lot of narratives are taking place. DePIN is taking place. Decentralized science, of course, AI. But we believe with the caliber of people that are sitting on the governing council and the connections that they have, we believe that the enterprises are going to flock to one blockchain, and that could potentially be Hedera Hashgraph. Let us know what you think. Do you think Hedera can get to over $4 per coin? Let us know in the comment section. Come check out our live show Monday through Friday. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.